I don't know if like I'm making you be like, yeah,
Hey, you know
okay,
what? We're gonna just kind of wing this and see how it works.
yes. Well, it looks like we are live on our YouTube channel, so I'll just go ahead and get this kicked off. Good afternoon to everybody who does tune into this broadcast, or morning or evening, whenever you do end up watching this. I am Juliet Abdel, President and CEO of the Westminster Chamber of Commerce, and I am pleased to continue to bring to you programs and services that try and address everything that we may be experiencing together this during this unique time. So, at the very start of COVID, once it unfolded, we saw a number of individuals that really ended up changing industries or leaving organizations that they were with. A number of them had reached out to us. And as a result, we kind of compiled a list of businesses that were hiring in the area, making available the job posting component on our website, and of course, having these virtual job fairs. This is our third virtual job fair where we will be featuring one of our partner businesses. And with us, I have Darren to really talk through a little bit about Amazon, which is the employer that we have with us today, share a background about them, what jobs that they have open and available, and then I'll come back and ask him a couple of questions before we carry on with the program. So, Darren, I'm muting myself, and the floor is yours.
All right, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. My name is Darren Patterson. I am with Amazon, as introduced. I have been with Amazon now for about 4 years. I now work on a team where we go through and hire for all of our entry level positions here in Colorado. We have sites that span from Colorado Springs to Loveland, and I'll cover that a little bit more in depth as we move on. But to share with you some interesting facts, our opportunities for growth in the last 5 years, our company has experienced about a 1,500% growth in sites across the United States. In 2015, we opened up 28 buildings in 17 states. This year alone, in 2020, even through the pandemic, we're opening up 442 buildings in 41 states and 4 in Canada. So you can see the opportunities that we have. We currently have 20 sites here in Colorado and growing. We will be opening up a minimum of 2 more sites going into 2021. Okay. Type of sites here in the Denver metro area. We have sites in Denver, Inglewood, and when we say Inglewood, Inglewood has kind of weird boundaries. The site in Inglewood is over by where the Broncos practice at. We have multiple sites in Aurora, multiple sites in Thornton. I mentioned Loveland and Colorado Springs. Type of sites are fulfillment centers. We have 3 fulfillment centers here in Colorado. Fulfillment centers are large units. They're about 1 million square feet in size. Eddie. I'm sorry, 1 million square feet in size, and they our fulfillment centers house merchandise that customers order. If you're on a computer, you place an order. It's going to go to one of multiple fulfillment sites within the United States, the closest site that has that item to alleviate the lag time. We have a sort center here in Colorado, located in Aurora. A sort center serves as a postal arm of our units here. Packages come in from fulfillment centers. They are conveyed to lanes. Associates scan those packages, place them on pallets. About 60% of those packages will go to the post office. The other 40% will stay within our Amazon network and go to the next type of facility we have here in the state, a delivery station. We have multiple delivery stations. They too serve as a postal arm for our network. Delivery stations, if you see the vans that travel and deliver packages throughout the city, those vans will start and end at a delivery station. We have an Amazon Fresh. It is our grocery delivery warehouse located near downtown Denver. Amazon owns Whole Foods. So we have multiple Whole Foods positions that we hire for. And we just started recently here within the last couple of months a new process at which customers can receive their packages. We call them Amazon lockers. So throughout the city of Aurora, we place lockers and we have associates that bring packages to those lockers for customers to retrieve their packages from those lockers. Talk about the type of shifts we have. We have full time. part-time, and flex shifts. Uh, if it's a full-time shift, these are primarily at our delivery stations and fulfillment centers. Full-time shifts, those associates work 4 10s. They could be day or night. Our facilities are open 24 hours a day. We have part-time shifts. Part-time shifts can be 8 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, or 4 hours. If it's an 8 hour shift, it's a 3 day work week. 6 hour shifts are 4 days. 5 and 4 hour shifts are 5 days a week. And again, there are multiple options day and night for those shifts. We have a flex shift, and this is probably our most popular shift. What a flex shift is, uh, sites will download shifts. You, the candidate associate, will select the shift that best fits your availability. Again, part-time shifts, you can work up to 30 hours with those flex shifts. We also have reduced shifts where you work a minimum of 30 hours a week. So we have multiple shifts by days uh, that you will be able to choose that best fits your availability. Our pay starts at 15.30 an hour. We do pay differentials for working overnight. Excuse me. Uh, we have, I'm going to pass that. Onboarding. Let's talk about our virtual process. Since COVID, 99% of our onboarding is online. From app, when you complete your app to day one, can be as little as 7 to 8 days before your first day. Takes about 30 to 45 minutes to complete the application. Within that application are two assessments. One is questions, one is a practical application, where it literally is like a game and asks you to move things around on the screen, but you have to adhere to some certain rules. Once you complete your application, you, the candidate, will schedule an office hours appointment. This will be the one time that you have kind of a face to face with somebody in our office. But in our offices, we do adhere to COVID um, protocols, so it's a very safe environment. When you're completing your application, there's a purple box at the end of that application that says sign out. That is to say, you will not be done with your application until you click that purple box that says sign out. Within minutes of completing your app, you then will receive an email from Amazon I-9. That too will need to be completed as part of the application process. Um, Amazon communicates via email, so it's important that you stay on top of your email. Accommodations can be scheduled while completing the application for those of you who may need accommodations during your office hours appointment or during at the start of your shifts for training. Office hours. When you come in, prior to coming in, you'll receive an email, let me say, and that email is a 30-minute video. It is touring all the sites, the various sites that we have here in Colorado. So you get an opportunity to see what those roles and what associates are doing inside those facilities. Okay. When you come in for your office hours appointment, you want to bring appropriate I-9 documentation. That may be a valid picture ID, social security card, or birth certificate. Uh, Passports work good by themselves, or green cards. Once we get that information, you will be scheduled to take a drug test. It is an oral drug test. All applicants must comply with the oral drug test. There's a background check that is commenced. These contingencies take 3 to 5 working days to get your results. If you have a red card, that will excuse you in terms of part of your drug test. We have a third party that does it. They may ask you to come in and submit a prescription for those red cards. Okay, our busiest times when we have peak, probably 9:30 to 11 and 2 p.m. to 3:30. During those times, you can probably expect to wait up to an hour to get seen at these office hours appointments. Okay, what to expect next? Once your contingencies have cleared, you will receive a day one email. This day one email confirms your hire. Thereafter, you have My Docs, which is simply a task list of items to be completed, includes entering in direct deposit information. Amazon does not do paper checks, confirming personal information, and signing off on some acknowledgments. Okay, the last part is a virtual new hire orientation. where you will receive a series of videos that will introduce you to the Amazon culture. When you receive these videos, we call them KNETs. Takes 2 to 3 hours to complete, and it is a paid orientation for you. Okay, so all three of these occurrences must happen to be considered hired and prepared for your first day on the job. Again, that would be your day one email, your MyDocs, and then your KNETs. Let me talk a little bit about Amazon's COVID response. Amazon has invested over $800 million in safety measures um, available to all of our associates at no additional charge. Our PPEs, personal protective equipment, that includes vests, gloves, badges, goggles if you're in certain areas. We have vending machines throughout our facilities where you can replenish any of those PPEs when needed. Inside of our big facilities, we have what we call AmCare. They render mobile services anywhere that there's a medical issue. We have a team that will respond inside those sites. You have access to quality cleaning products, including disinfectant wipes, hand sanitizers, and soaps. We offer those via what we call sanitation stations, and these are set up throughout our facilities. Masks and daily thermal checks are a must. Masks are provided to anyone who comes into our facilities and to those associates at the start of their shifts. Everyone will receive a mask. Everyone takes a daily thermal check as well. Our lockers are closed off currently in our facilities just to prevent from congregation and adhering to these protocols. Our housekeeping teams have been doubled and they're constantly deep cleaning throughout the facilities. Uh, Amazon supports those Amazonians who may be feeling sick. We actually ask that you stay home. There's an 800 number to call where they will give you any instructions if you are feeling symptoms from this virus. Amazon is offering free flu shots as well as available to every Amazonian is COVID test available at no charge to yourselves, and we offer those at each of our sites. Okay, social distancing is reinforced throughout our facilities. We have floor tape and distance markers to kind of assure physical distancing, dividers and barriers between workstations, and we've added additional clocks for those associates to clock in. Our day one times, when you show up for your first day, those times are staggered. We do that so we do not have a number of associates coming in at one time. Okay. So I mentioned I'm on a team. We do hire for all the entry level positions. For those who may have IT interest, I do have colleagues. We have an IT recruiting team here in site. I do refer those interested to that team. We also have Amazon Web Services team here in the city. Anybody interested in positions with Amazon Web Services, I'll be glad to forward that information to those recruiters as well. Um, and pretty much that is it. What I do also is give you my contact information. I can be reached at 303 596 6181. That's my cell number. Feel free to call or text anytime. And my email address is a derivative of my name, last name, first name. It is patadar@amazon.com. That is P as in pie, A as in apple, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, E as in everyone, D as in daring, A as in apple, and R as in rarely. Patadar@amazon.com. That is my time, and I will give it back to our host.
Thank you so much, Darren. I appreciate that. And I will be sure that I include your email address and your cell phone number into the comment section
Perfect.
for those of you that are doing this. That way you can reach out to Darren directly. He has gone over a number of different items. So thank you so much for that thorough
Absolutely.
overview from the types of jobs open to the types of positions, part-time, full-time, flex. I'm amazed with the flexibility that you give with your types of hour shifts, with the number of days, that combination that's there. But then he went in a little bit more detail on, onboarding, what that looks like with COVID protection that they have in place, and the unique factor of applying and then you turn around and you get to schedule when you want your interviews and things like
Hmm.
that. I think that's amazing. I don't see any questions that have come through on my end. So I think this is as good enough time for us to kind of make this be a nice snip that we send out and then maybe follow up with some information that we have later on from folks that do end up watching this, Darren. I foresee this as something that we can continue to do, especially over the next few
Hmm.
weeks into the months. Honestly, COVID unfolded in March, but it's already been nearly a year. And I think that you all continue to provide a service that's just unparalleled through Amazon. So,
Hmm.
with that growth, there'll be a growth in the workforce in various capacities. So, I'm
Hmm.
glad that you touched on the IT and you touched on all the other roles, not just on the floor or the warehouse that's there, but
Hmm.
I so appreciate you for being on here with me. And for
Absolutely.
those of you that have viewed and have any questions related to what Darren has highlighted, please make sure that you put into the comment section of this broadcast those questions. I'll be sure to get them to him. And Darren, I will send you a link to this so that you can follow up as well.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye bye.